Thank you for having me.
Thank you for your time. Now, let's firstly talk about your family, the members that are there at the moment in Ukraine. How have you been able to contact them? Have you spoken to them recently?
Yes, all my family, my father, mother, my sister, my nephew, in Ukraine. They live in the center of Ukraine in the city Kropyvnytsky, which is 300 kilometers south from Kiev. Every morning starts from checking in and see how they're going, how are they alive. They are having the sirens and they have to hide in their bunkers, in their shelter, in the school. And that's really shocking. I'm speechless, and I just hope that the end to the war will come, because everyone in Ukraine wants peace. Ukraine wants peace. That's not how they want the children to grow up, hiding in the shelters.
Yeah, we are seeing, sorry to interrupt, we're seeing some images there, I believe, of your family there. Was that your mum? There are a number of kids there as well who were in the bunker.
Yeah, that's correct. So that was just like they're trying to smile through the tears, of course, and they're trying to hope for the best. And that's my dad and my nephew, and that's my mom and the sister and all the photos. Absolutely. So that's really very hard situation, a very difficult situation for them to manage. They relocate to the bunker and they decide to stay there because of the frequent sirens that warn people to hide in the basements, in the shelters that they can only find. And just overall, today's as we talked before, the seventh day of the Russian aggression against Ukraine. But Ukraine armed forces fearlessly defend the country. We know that the aggressor suffers huge losses in military equipment, in manpower. In 7 days, Ukraine armed forces liquidated nearly 9,000 Russian soldiers who came with the war to Ukraine. Just for a minute, let's compare. In 9 years in Afghanistan, in the past, USSR lost approximately 14.5 soldiers, but just for 7 days, Russia lost 9,000 soldiers. Yeah. Despite huge losses, Russian army keeps attacking and showing complete disregard for any human life. The aggressor's army faces total widespread resistance, and it failed to achieve any of its goals. In fact, Russian soldiers very scared and aggressive. They attack civilian targets. They affect schools, child care centers, hospitals, maternity wards, with artillery, with the missiles, the multiple rocket launchers, and strategic bombers. The list of war crimes and crimes against humanity committed by the Russian army is too long to name at this stage, but we know that 38 countries reported Russia and initiated the investigation in the criminal courts.
Yeah, the response from Ukraine has been amazing. Just back to your family for a moment. What does their day look like right now, and how are they trying to find out information in terms of what the future might look like?
So I think it is very hard to predict what the future holds for Ukraine, for Ukrainians in the world. So, but at this stage, currently, their day looks like staying at home with the command not to go out. They are not allowed to go anywhere. However, school and online studying still continues to be in place. People are working remotely, and at that point of the siren, they have to mobilize and just go in the shelter where it's safe.
Yeah, well, keep us up to date, certainly, in terms of their safety, and our thoughts are certainly with you at the moment. No doubt it's an incredibly difficult time. Can we also just touch on the aviation side of things? I know you're a lecturer in aviation. In terms of these no-fly zones around the world at the moment, how are you seeing that play out?
That's a very good point, and from my perspective, I know that the decision to close the sky over Ukraine, to implement no-fly zone, has reached already 100%. people initiated, and now it's up to officials to take the next step and to make the move to support Ukraine with actions, not just with the words. There are several, of course, components that need to be taken account, and I think the main one for our international world is the no interference with Russia by air or by land in any regard. However, Ukraine needs support. Ukraine and people all over the world really ask for help in terms of actions for closing the sky, for immediate action, for no-fly zone implementation, because it doesn't seem that the Russian forces de-escalate the war, and probably in the nearest future they may only threat to increase that attempt. So Ukraine needs support. Ukraine needs support of NATO to close the sky over Ukraine, to implement no-fly zone. But if they do that, it will be a big step for all the countries in that move. And I'm sure we will see the next move in the next couple of days.
Well, Dr. Alexandra Molloy, thank you so much for your time. Our thoughts are certainly with you. Stay strong. We hope your families stay safe and this changes very soon. Appreciate your time today.
Thank you very much. Слава Україні! Героям слава!